Hi everyone, it's the Paisley Turtle, and I am back with a review requested by Sarah's Dramatic Life on the Vera Bradley Weekender, and this is in the pattern Paisley Meets Plaid. This was part of my fall 2012 release haul. I got this in a bundle with the large cosmetic from QVC at a really discounted price. I saved a lot on these two items. Actually, basically, it was like I got the large cosmetic free, plus a little more off. It was a really good deal. So, and I had considered returning it, but my husband saw it when he got home. He was like, "That is adorable, and it will work for what you wanted it for." And let me focus a little for you so you can get a little better look at the bag. I'm trying to use the natural light instead of the overhead light today, in the second go round. And he thought it was adorable, and it will fit all what I want it to do. This is strictly for me a road trip bag. I have a Get Carried Away that I use as a carry-on on an airplane. This I would probably not take on a trip that we had to get on an airplane because I would not want to check it. And I don't think I'm going to get away with taking my Get Carried Away and the Weekender on the plane with me. They're both kind of big. It probably would fit in the overhead bin though. And if any of you have done that, like carried like a Weekender and a Get Carried Away, or a Grand Traveler and a Get Carried Away on a plane, let me know that in the comments. I'm curious to see if they actually allowed that, because then I could take it on the plane, but I'm not checking this bag. Sorry, I'm not checking any of my Vera Bradley bags unless they're purses I've packed in a suitcase. But I've got the straplet all the way out right now, and I'm kind of pulling back, leaning back, and you'll see my puppies and hear them, so ignore any little weird noises you hear. But I've got this strap pulled all the way back, and I am a plus size gal. I tried this on after I pulled the strap out. I tried it on without anything in the bag. It comfortably fit crossbody, and then I tried it on again when I packed the bag, and it was still comfortable as a crossbody. It's much heavier, obviously, but I could still comfortably carry it crossbody, meaning that it did fit across me. I wouldn't have to just carry it on one shoulder, and I'm extremely happy about that, because that's how I wanted to carry the bag. When they showed it on QVC, those models are teeny tiny, and the bag looked huge, so I was worried about the size. Once I got over the size, then I thought, well, I'm not going to be able to carry it crossbody because I'm not skinny like they are, but it fits fine. It's actually, I could shorten the strap a little bit even with it packed, and it would be like the perfect length for me. The strap, I'm going to go over that first, is attached to these metal, I guess buckles. I don't know what you would call them, but they have that nice, it's almost like a lobster claw clasp, and they go around the metal thing. The metal is attached. This part that it's attached to is not quilted, but I'm going to show you. If it goes down into the bag, and it's all the way down to here, is a thick piece of reinforced fabric quilted into the bag. Not only is it reinforced with a square, I did embroidery for a long time. I had a shop. I kept bags in the shop to sell. I was very picky about having reinforced handles, because if they weren't reinforced, they broke too easily, and I didn't like to sell that to my customers. And I have also embroidered quite a few Veras in my day. That's kind of popular in the South. I've never embroidered one of mine, but so I'm pretty familiar with bag construction, and this is not only reinforced with the square and the crisscross that it should be, sorry about that, but it's also quilted. This is quilted after this was attached. And I honestly do a little quilting, and I don't know how they do that. I'm amazed by it. But anyway, this is not coming off here, people. It's not. You could put a couple of 100-pound weights in here, and I think maybe that might break it, but still, I don't think it would. The other end has the same exact thing. It goes all the way down to here with the reinforcement. Like I said, this part, again, this outside part is not quilted, but it is thick. It's a double layer with some kind of batting in between. It's plenty secure. Let's see. Let me get this straightened back out so you can kind of see. I have still, even though it's fat, because I put a couple of things in here, and you'll see when I start to unpack it. And there's my little disclaimer. My reviews have stuff in bags, because that's what I like to show you what it'll fit. And when you see, I won't have it this fat, but even as fat as it is, there's still room at the top of the bags. This thing is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be when I started or when it arrived. I was kind of bummed. Then when I started packing it, I was like, whoa, this thing is big. It's kind of got that bowler shape to it where it's a little wider at the bottom than it is at the top. And that, man, it works, you know. And I'm going to show you this real quick before I get to the pockets. There's the width of the bag. You can see I've got it stuffed. You know, it's not busting at the seams. I mean, I can comfortably zip and unzip everything. Nothing's pushing the limits of anything. It's probably a little shorter than it is tall because of what I've got in it, right? I mean, you know, it's wider than it is tall right now. Shorter than it is tall. Anyway, wider than it is tall. Because of what I've got in here, because the big stuff is at the bottom. But it's a good sized bag. It really was, as my husband always says, it's trickery and tomfoolery when something, you know, doesn't look right. It truly holds a lot more than I thought it would. So there's kind of the side, and it's quilted all around. It's nicely made. The front, let me back up and let you see. It's got that nice decorative stripe on it right here, which I love. And the funny thing I thought about it is that the outside and the inside of the pockets are quilted except for this part. And I'm as a quilter and as someone who sews and embroiders, I understand they did that so that they didn't ruin the integrity of the fabric, so it didn't distort the images on it. But it's just still kind of funny that this part isn't quilted. But I like it because you can actually see the paisleys really well. And I love paisleys, as you know. And the border is really cute how the paisleys do. I just think that's super cute. And there's these two pockets right here, and they go, let me see if I can show this on camera, all the way to the bottom of the bag. I don't have anything in them right now. They'll probably just be for like last minute things when we leave, like my curling iron and, you know, something else that I'm using that morning will get thrown in there because the rest of the bag will already have been packed. So there's two of those. And then let me flip this around. And then there's a zipper on the back, and it is the width, what was that? Yeah, length, I guess, actually. It's the length of the bag. It goes all the way across, and then I'm going to unzip it for you. Sorry, doing this one-handed. And then, as you can see, it has that nice decorative stripe. Sorry, I'm trying to use the natural light, and I can tell it's messing with the camera still. It's got that nice decorative stripe on it too. And in the back here, what I put in here, and there's still, you can see, I can still get my arm all the way down in there in the front too. I've got my iPad case. Now this is no small iPad case, people. The Vera Bradley ones are not quilted enough for me. I'm very anal. I'm very protective of my electronics. And this is actually a Hurley iPad case. And it's a cute little herringbone. If you'd like a review, let me know. But it's got my iPad with the back cover, the smart cover, and it's about a 1/2 inch of padding on each side. So it is fat. It is not a skinny case. And it fits comfortably in that bag. I'm kind of if something's in the pocket, that's what the pocket's used for. So my iPad probably wouldn't go in here anyway. If I was using this, if I was using it like an overnight trip, my iPad might go in there because everything for the one night would be in just this one bag. But there's plenty of room. This is quilted, except again, like I said, for the stripe. And you can see, I think it's so cute, the little Vera Bradley. Let me focus for you. The cute little Vera Bradley signature in there. I love that. It's quilted. It's plenty. I mean, like I said, it goes the length of the bag. It's not quite the height of the bag, but maybe what is that, 3 inches from being the height of the bag on the, you know, dimensions. I mean, it's a nice, good, you know, pocket, and it will hold a lot. I mean, I'm really amazed how big that pocket is. And then these two top handles, I wouldn't carry anything with those, but they are reinforced nicely. It's just not good for bags that are not, especially luggage. It's not good for duffels and whatnot for you to carry them by the handles. Handles you hold with your hand. Straps go over your shoulder. It's not good to carry bags like this by the handle. I mean, it's okay to pick it up and move it, or, you know, whatever, you know, but just not constantly carry it by that. But they're reinforced nicely, and they are not quilted, but they are the rolled handles, and they're not, I mean, they're pliable. They're not that pliable, but they're not so hard that they're going to be uncomfortable to hold either. And then the zipper goes, what's that? Maybe 1/3 of the way down the bag, and it opens like this. And then this will give you, and I may stand up. This will kind of give you, sorry. This will give you an idea of what's in there. And then, focus. So I've got my Happy Snails mini hanging organizer, and this has all of my bathroom toiletries that I use, like my lotion, my deodorant, my toothpaste, my toothbrush, all of that kind of stuff is in this one. And it, like, I'll take this out when I get to the condo, hotel, whatever, and hang it up in the bathroom and use it. This is my makeup case that I use every day, and it's the mini hanging in Rosy Posies, and I've actually reviewed this. If you want to see a review on this, I show it in full. And the Happy Snail is the exact same, it's just a different pattern. So that's in there. Then I also have these two huge. They are huge. I just bought them for our beach trip. I bought them at Target. They're the extra long beach towel, and they are, let me focus, 34 by 78, and they are humongous, thick, plush beach towels. And I have two, not one, but two, mine and my husband's in there. Sorry, something fell off the bed. And then still, I have my large Cosmetic, and it is packed. It is full, and I'll show that. I mean, I can show you in a minute. I'm kind of standing up on the bed, so it's full. And the bag, you know, when it's not, you know, stuff's not in it, it's not as structured. But then there are 1, 2, 3, 4 slip pockets in here, and in one of them I've got my curling iron case. This is by 31. I got it as a free gift when I hosted a party, and I got it for free. It's not, it works, and I don't need I'm not going to buy one, a Vera Bradley one, just have a Vera Bradley one right now anyway. There's too much other stuff I want. So, and I have one of those little small traveling curling irons, but so I can fold it, but that was in one of the slip pockets, and it fit comfortably. Inside is the plaid pattern, the pink plaid pattern. It has, let's go down in here. This has the cardboard base that can be removed, so you can wash this. And it's got these pockets that go all the way down to the bottom of the bag, and they start about 2 to 3 inches in. They're as deep as this outside zipper pocket was, or the front 2 slip pockets, and there's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And look inside here. It's huge. It's humongous. I mean, look. Let me show you. Here. I have all, hold on. I'm sorry I'm moving a lot. But I want to show you all the junk that I fit in here. I fit all of that in there. 2 mini hangings that are full. They're not hurting. I'm not hurting the zippers, but they are full. Excuse me, hiccup. Large Cosmetic, full. The what's it called, people? Curling iron case, which it was folded, but it does fit in a slip pocket. These 2 huge beach towels folded up, and I still had room for more in this bag. Still, the beach towels. Oh, and the iPad. The iPad was in the outside pocket. So, and there was still room. I mean, when I opened it, I still had room on top. It was kind of caving in on the top because it wasn't full. So, that's my review. I like it. I think I'm really going to enjoy carrying it. It's going to be great for what I bought it, the intention, which was to carry all of my Vera Bradley bags, like toiletry bags and stuff. And it will be great for an overnight bag. I go on a couple of girls' trips a year, and they're like, one is 2 nights. The other is more than that, so I don't know that I'll be able to take this only. But I will be able to take this along with just a suitcase. The small suitcase of our set we just ordered, I think will work great for that weekend. And I definitely will be able to take this, probably just this, on the one trip that I go on. that's just 2 nights. So that's my review. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.